Three.
Shut up! You!
Yes?
Not you, him! What's your name?
Me.
Yes, you!
I am me. He's me. And I'm you.
And I'm about to whoop your old ass, man, because I'm sick of playing games. You, me, everybody's ass around here. Him, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Hey, how are we going, guys? It's been a hot minute, but here we have the Alex Chambers. We have Mr. Declan Moore.
Lovely commentator.
Amazing work today. And then we have the who are you?
Jay.
This is Jay. This is Jay. We picked him off the street. He's fine. Anyway, who are you? What did you do? I already said that, but
Alex, I just won a regionals with Metal Empire.
Congratulations with Metal Empire. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you've been labbing this for Lord knows how long.
Yes. As soon as this came out, I was like, oh, Bondi's like created this deck in the lab specifically. This is like my ideal Digimon deck.
Yeah, no. This is like this is not your first regional win with MACHINDRAMON in some shape or fashion. Like this is like what, the third now, or?
It's the second. But there was one with Machine, one Galacticmon.
Insane. Well, funny that. Anyway.
Well, Metal Empire as well. I've just won all 3 events with Metal Empire.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get right into it.
Cool.
What have we
put
got?
the cards out first, then we'll talk about them. So,
Yeah, sure.
Obviously, the 4 Kapurimon.
Yep.
The 4 Hagurumon.
Wow.
4 Twagamon. 2 Kokuas. 4 Thunders. 3 Gardro. 3 Greymon. 4 Andro. 3 Megadra. 3 Metal Grey. 4 Metal Gurumon. 3 Machindras, 2 Hyandros, 3 Chaostras, 2 Empires, 4 Meats, and 2 Treadmills.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Now, quick point out, this deck is max rarity.
Absolutely.
Gorgeous.
It's important that the deck's max rarity.
Well, I didn't
That's
do
how
well
you
at Brisbane because I was missing like
Yeah,
3
yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
No, of course.
Thanks, Cherry Collectibles. The Express. Cool.
All right,
we're
so
on...
let's get into it. Yeah.
Yes. So we're on 10 rookies. Slide's pretty straightforward, I think. Ideally, I wanted to open rookie plus searcher or rookie plus 4 and do some calculations.
Yeah, no, of course.
They're all good. The searcher's 2. The blocker inherit is really important because you do a lot of tucking with MACHINDRAMON, the Chaosdramon. Being able to block triggers. Let's start with the A episode.
Yeah.
Like the main. Sorry, let's start with this.
This
is the most
card is
important thing.
insane.
Yes, this is
like
the core of the deck.
This
Yeah.
reads like just do what you want. Just ignore what your opponent's saying. Just no.
Your entire game plan is get 2 dudes with the same level up, and then your opponent can't kill them because if they die, they're DNA.
Yeah.
You control the board and just keep going wide. But let's get to that later. So
Yeah, no, of course. So
get the Kapuri up. Your whole game plan is getting 2 same levels up. Rookies are pretty straightforward. It's a searcher, it's a starter main, draw 1, gain 1, and it's a trash 1, draw 2.
we're starting to notice a pattern with how they design archetype low ends now.
We used to run 11 rookies, and in favor of less options. But we decided later that
the
running
4 meat's too good.
The meats and the trainings is so much better into decks like TV when you want to save your resources
like
for the OTK turn.
30-something% chance to open a this and a this. So it's like once a game.
As a wise man once said, sometimes you got to get your schlong out.
You can't read out. Anyway, let's. But that's straightforward. Let's get to the more interesting parts.
It's right. The machine bits. Yep.
So Thunder. It's the archetypal again. The main reduced cost of a thing by 2. You do a lot of assembling in this deck as well. So in addition to being able to put Metal Empire meat for cheap, a lot of the early plays will be like Thunder, play like Haguru, search, evo into another 4, and then you now have got 2 4s with the egg up, so you can DNA to Andro. Late game, you play like Melga for 4, you play Chaostra for 5, the 5s for 3s. Like you just, it's so much value the longer this card plays in play.
Yeah. I mean, just the fact that everything, like most things have assembly, just like all the reductions just add up.
It is the new keyword.
Yes.
Kind
Kind of defines it.
For the counterplay.
And I think it's good because like there's so much removal in Digimon now. Like having options to rebuild is great.
Yeah.
Sometimes during your combo, Thundermon will come out for a brief second before you DNA him again or evolve over him
Yep,
and again.
you just chuck a
And
meat
in that
down.
moment, if you have a meat or a Metal Empire in hand, you can make, great, I plays for 0, I plays for 1, and then just continue with your combo. So
That's
just
the thing as well.
Yeah.
Watching Alex play yesterday, he would maximize his memory so efficiently. So if there was a memory setter out and he had one memory, he would play the giant meat for 1 and then go up further into
Like an ant.
use a 3
Yeah.
for Andro and just really maximize it, and that's where Thundermon is super nice to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, it was really impressive to watch on the stream.
Yeah, no, of course.
Gardra and Greymon are a bit more straightforward. This is on play and evolve, trash draw 2.
Yep.
And then on play evolve, add 1 back. This is such good, like, because you do a lot of milling with Andro, high Andro, and whatnot. Greymon being able to just add back pieces is so important. Like, I remember my Jupiter matchup, like...
It's not a purple card, but...
I had all 3 of my Chaos Throws, but like, I was able to get this in sources of the decode and then just trigger it to play, add back Chaos Throw. So yeah, like... Like it's a weirdly consistent deck, despite like not having much in the way of like searching. But just because draw 2,
The amount you kind of
Play
still
search
cycle
and
through is just
Plenty of fields up.
yeah. I'll touch on the inherits as well. I mentioned blocker being really important again because you're trying to trigger Kapurimon to. When I first started testing this deck, I was like, oh, there's not really much memory gain, but like the memory gain is on your opponent's turn. You're putting your opponent in situations where either they don't touch your board at all, or if they do, you get free evos. So like having blocker and being able to tuck it with your 6 and stuff is really important.
Yeah.
What else? And then there's no DP gain in this deck. You've got to rely on the DP minus from the Cuckoo and the Thunder. And then like the raid is just another really useful tool to get clear of things.
The raid on the face card of Greymon is also very useful.
I
for getting
pretty
resources.
regularly, if my opponent like plays a 3, just to stop like chip damage, I'll just go to Greymon, kill it, and then I can go to Android to start setting up.
Yeah.
Now the 5s. The 5s are really important. So we've got 10, 10, and 10 ratios of like my 3s, 4s, and 5s, because the 5s in this deck are... It's hard to say the most important part of the deck, but they are so crucial. And like... I tried running this at 3 and this at 2, but just the more I play, the more I was like, no, these are like kind of almost
They are
the cornerstone of the deck.
the bread and butter of it.
Yeah. Andromon is the 4 of, so obviously the most important one.
goat.
The main reason, actually no, every part of his effect is good. But he DNAs, so he's your 5 that DNAs from 2 4s.
Yeah.
So really early on, you're often, because of Thundermon, getting 2 4s out.
Yeah.
Against decks that don't have DCG or a way to deal with that, just you're threatening Andromon constantly. One play on Evo, reveal top 3, play at 5 cost or less. I will say this guy whiffs more than I'd like to admit, but yes,
Not yesterday.
Yesterday he was fantastic.
Dude stepped up.
Because you're trying to get the most value out of Kapurimon, playing free bodies is how you widen your board. So really, like my game plan in most games is Andromon as soon as possible, especially into a lot of matchups. Particularly, we'll talk about the Boogeyman TB in a bit. But, like it's just pivotal to that, and then the counter effect as well to make another body evolve.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's on the card and people can read, but like there's still the situations where your opponent kind of has to, because I've set it up so early, they kind of either have to play into it, or if they ignore it, it gives me an opportunity to then go into a 5. And now I've got 2 5s from DNA to one of the 6s.
I think the insane thing about Andromon is just, it's not like, it can evo anything. It
Yes.
doesn't have to be itself. So when you first read it, you assume that it has to be the Andro, so they're assuming, okay, go into a 6. But no, it's if you have anything on the board, it can go up 1.
Yep, so Andro often, like Andro hit a 4, like is golden. Like that just means, first of all, you generate heaps of advantage, or threaten generating more advantage if Thundermon gets hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they attack, then you go into one of these, which, then we'll talk about these 2. Before I move on to this with it, the DNAs will also just proactively, because the main way you widen your board is actually, let's talk about the Metal Grade first actually.
Yep.
This part of this card could not exist, and I'd still play it at 3. That Decode Inherit is the main way I think you actually widen your board. Andro is like the way you start it, but then that Decode in conjunction with the Megadra Inherit, or your opponent trying to interact with you, is what widens your board. So all the time you will widen your board with the Decode Inherits to get out 2 4s. That then gives you an extra swing by DNAing to Andro. So a lot of your lethal lines will involve you going to Chaos Draw or High Andro or whatever, swinging, triggering this, deleting yourself, and then spitting out more 4s, DNA, Andro, etc. Metal Grade, again, this part of that could not exist and I still plays at 3. Because it deletes a 6k and then taunt something. Often this just kills the only thing they have on board anyway. So it's irrelevant. It did come up in my Galactic matchup. I forget it was the streamed one or not, but like it came with the one Galactic matchup where I taunted with them, which is great.
That's true.
Yeah, the taunt is good. Doesn't come up very often though.
No.
But that Decode Inherit, seeing this and getting it into your stack is the main way you play wide. Again, in conjunction with Megadra. We'll talk about main effect later, but the Inherit to buy on suspending, delete your lowest play cost. Often you'll have like Machinedramon or Chaosdramon or Melga.
Yep.
You can swing and then delete yourself, which then triggers this, widens your board.
Yeah, the fact that it's like deleting itself counts to be able to be like,
And then
I'm
when
going to
you
use
get-
decode.
When you get 2 into rotation, it just means you get 2 4s out, and suddenly you're adding back pieces, Deandros, more swings, etc.
Yeah.
That's how those two sort of interact. Megadra as well is like probably your best form of disruption on the opponent's turn if you're getting things off Metal Ray, Decode, or the thank you.
Yeah.
Because it's on play on evolve, delete level 4 or lower. If you didn't, you Digivolve. And the all turns is when you play a Metal Empire, repeat that effect.
Yeah.
So effectively, when you play it, you're either Digivolving to something or blowing up dudes or both.
Yeah. It's super versatile. Yeah. Just,
These two also have assembly, being played for 5 or 3 if you use them with Thundermon. So they're just really cheap value you're getting off generating the board state there. They can also assemble with the level 2. So
which is wild.
If you're
you've got-
missing the egg
Yep.
and you need the egg on field, you can
Android
assembly
get
with
Thunder,
it.
Thunder play this for cheap with the egg if you want stuff. Yeah.
In the game that you did lose in the final,
Yeah.
it was evident that not having Kaburu there was
Yes.
an issue. So yeah, you can see how it does make or break the deck.
Yeah, yeah. Then the 6s. Okay.
Screw this card.
Look, I actually think this is a really necessary card to exist, but it does do everything.
It does just, yeah.
Evade, cool. Yep, that just means I can swing with it. Like, what I commonly do is, like, if I put this, and one of these in sources, and they've got a body, swing right into it so I don't risk dying in security, because again, there's no DP boost in this deck. Sorry, not this. Then this triggers, unsuspend, pop itself, decode out the Mega Draw, then evade to keep it alive, and then I can evolve into one of these two, and I've got now 2 6s and a Kaburu live. But also just evades is nice to have. The decode on face, again, decode being your main way to actually go wide rather than, I mean, these two will obviously help, but like proactively being able to repeatedly make a board by every turn, decode's the main way.
It's just nuts that with evade and decode, you can target Melga. Melga's like, cool, I suspend and also spit out a 4 and a 5.
Yeah.
And you actually didn't remove me.
Yep.
It's just great.
And obviously on play and on evolve, trash 4 sources, really important way of just disrupting stuff. You prevent decodes from like Jupiter, you prevent the second phase then bot decks things with less sources, so you can like clears most stuff. The all turns is definitely the reason this card is at 4 though. Just on play on evolve, something can't suspend then turn. Sorry, when anything is played or evolved, suspend something can't suspend. It stops your opponent because you're a controller. You've got to build up a bit. You've got to try and get wide. This stops your opponent from being able to do
A
that.
lot of those Digimon immunity cards do have to
Tritusmon,
suspend.
Galacticmon, like it stops-
Even Machinedramon like relies on turning sideways to
reactivate
activate its effect. Yeah.
effects.
Sorry, change orientation.
That's right. I'm proud of you, Machinedramon. And then just as well, it also assembles for 6 if you can get these 3 different levels in trash. So like
again, 6 or 4 from the Thunder, like it is
so
hilarious.
that's why I often turbo the Andromon, because it sets up my board and it sets up my trash to then assemble a Metal Grimon. So because what normally will happen is if they do out the Andromon, I can then start setting up a second stack in the back and just assemble the Melga, and I'm still in the game.
Yeah.
Machinedramon, then now trying to determine which of these two is better.
But
is hard.
isn't this meant to be Wargrey?
We'll get to the cards. We'll get to the cards I didn't run with.
Yeah.
This is obviously the 4 of. These are both still so important to the deck though. This is like the best ace I've ever printed. Because it actually
Because
protects
it's the newest
itself.
one.
It also actually it protects itself.
It protects
Fragment-
everything.
Yeah. Fragment to keep itself alive from deletion. The on-play evolve attack, DG3, just beautiful. And then give your entire board protection from source stripping and de-digivolve.
Yeah.
Because that's commonly been the main way aces get cleared. You just de-digivolve them and it's like, cool, I've just been overflowed. And that's also the most common way your opponent gets around Kurumon. You've got 2 different levels, so you digivolve one of them and oops, I can't DNA anymore. Machinedramon giving you that blanket protection is great. Often if you can get just A6, sometimes it's worth just slamming the Machinedramon, tucking an egg with it, because it's, you use a tuck 2 to trigger the effect, which is not hard.
5 or lower, like, cards. So the egg can be tucked despite not being a Digimon. It's ridiculous.
And the ace just as well comes up as well. They swing and you go I'll blast either one of these, like Digivolve. I can then tuck blocker to then block whatever I'm swinging with. So like it's just out of nowhere. It's such a good disruption spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, another way to get the egg back on the field. And also the deck already loves a cheap level 6, so here's another cheap level 6.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
He's also 7 cost, which your boy
Ooh.
Hyandramon's pretty keen for. 5 cost was Iron, but the 7 cost is relevant for your boy Hyandra. Sorry, I mentioned as well, these are also DNA targets. So these are your 6s that you're going into when you've got 2 5s.
Yeah.
Again, once you hit like 2 5s in play, the game's over.
Yeah.
No, that's exaggeration, but it's it's pretty good.
You're in a very nice spot.
Hi, Andromon.
Hi.
Andromon.
Had to do it once.
Another just really basic effect that's so potent. It's the same as Andro, but it plays a 7 cost or less. So this plays everything from here down.
Yeah. Hilarious amount of availability.
If you hit a 5, great. You can then probably go into a 6, and then you've got the 2 6s set up, and you're ready to Puri into a Chaos Dramon. If you hit Machinedramon, you just win the game.
Yeah.
Because then you now have 2 6s that can then swing DNA. Then giving a board-wide alliance and reboot. This is how you OTK. I feel like I OTK'd most games without needing Chaos Dramon because of Hyandramonn. But the more important thing is that it widens your board. Again, your game plan is trying to get multiple same Digimon, same levels out, so you can rely on Purumon. Your win con is not having your board cleared.
No.
And given the arsenal of defensive tools you've got, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
I'll jump ahead to Metal Empire as well, since we're talking about the win con.
We'll leave you later. You can come back later.
Well, this guy just says win the game.
If you see him, good luck.
Yes. Empire gives your entire board. It's a field spell, gives your entire board guard. It's surprising how potent this is, both as a defensive tool, but also offensively with decode. Commonly, what I do is if I've got something in play and then something else with decode, most often Melga or Machinedramon that is on evolve or play tucked in Metal Greymon. Again, it's just getting that decode in the rotation means you get your board wide.
Yeah.
They try to remove something. You can trigger guard on one of these two. They then trigger the decodes, then trigger the respective effects, fragment or evade to keep himself alive. The individual body dies, but you've now spawned out 1-2 more bodies.
Yeah.
And then the security effect as well, playing a 5 from hand for free.
Pretty good.
Level 5 or lower is actually ridiculous.
Because these two can assemble as well, often you play this, assemble one of the blocker inherits, kill and or Digivolve 2 things, and then threaten to blast Evo into Machinedramon, or if you've got another 5 somehow survive. It's so potent in how defensive this deck sports can get.
With the Metal Empire up as well, both the cards that summon Digimon, even if Hyandra hits just a rookie, the fact that you now have 1 extra Digimon to trigger Metal Empire could make or break a game. Even if Hyandra, yes, he's not going to always hit the 6s and the 5s. Even if he hits the 3s and 4s, it's just extra protection for you.
Yeah.
Bingo.
The amount that guard actually just covers as well is it's the only thing that realistically can get rid of board is DP and get minus.
Yeah,
but
which
even
Kapuri one still triggers off.
Yeah, which even then Kapuri's still love out, don't care.
Oh, and you know what else triggers off it? Decode. You know what else
Decode, yeah.
happens when you decode and you have fragment together? I'm going to trigger decode.
The machine is just going to fall apart into smaller machines.
Yeah. Alliance as well, in conjunction with Raid, is the only way you get through some of those bigger bodies, into Galactics, often I find Hyandra with a Raid and an Unsuspend sometimes is what gets me through the big 17k dude.
Yeah.
I think people sleep on the old terms of Hyandra and that it gives everything alliance.
Yeah. There's times where I've had him stunned by Shellmon, which prevents attacking and blocking, but not suspending. So I can still suspend him for alliance with another a 4 I've got in play.
Attack with the 4.
Yeah. Then Chaos Dramon. Piercing, set +1, fragment, engage. Even though it doesn't have rush, that engage does come up. But we'll get into that in a sec. DZG2, your opponent's entire board on play, attack, and will evolve. Tuck 2, delete 2 things with play costs equal to or less the sources. Normally, on average, you'll have 8. So you're killing most things.
Yeah.
It also assembles for 7 using 6 names. I assemble this a fair bit as well, but if I assemble it, it's because I need board control. Normally I assemble it with a Metal Greymon as well, so if I try to remove it, again, it spawns out more stuff.
Decode, so just the pinata keeps exploding.
You can put a Metal Greymon under it as well, so even into decks with Digivolve, you can still kind of play around it by stacking your 6s, right?
Yep.
But if this hits, if I get 2 6s out, predominantly this then tucks as many Mega Dramons as I can get and swings
As many
like,
times as it can.
yeah, like 8
Because
checks or something.
fragment's not once per turn. This thing will just keep getting up and just sec +1.
Yep.
Just you suddenly turn into 2 checks and you're gone.
Yep, and not even that. Again, if I've got like 2 metal grays under that and 2 4s, you can swing, unsuspend, kill yourself, decode out 2 4s, and that's then enough to then DNA into an Andro. That's even more checks. So like, if I get to DNA into this, chances are the game is over.
Yeah, Greymon just adds back the Andro as
Yep,
well.
exactly.
So then you,
If the Andro's in here, fine. Fragment, pop the trash the Andro, Greymon out of back, and then off you go. Play the other one.
There is always a way to just get back what you need. It is hilarious.
It's exactly Andro's inherit as well. It's with attack
The redirect, yeah.
So even if they suspend stuff, like a green deck suspends you, you've still got a redirect to try and trigger Kurus to try to swing with like full Digimon or something.
Yeah.
Or like bears trying to battle you. Well, not, you know.
Tucking multiple Andromons means you just get multiple redirects.
Yep.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
Yep. So even at 0 security, like there's games where I get to like 0 security. But I've got, like 4 of these.
Just over 5 minutes.
Thanks,
for
announcement.
end round procedures. If you have finished your game, please leave the middle tables. Do not meander and hang around.
Shout out to
Thanks,
Dragon Ball.
guys.
Yes, Declan.
I think what separates Alex from most of the other ME players, or what the deck looks like it should be playing, he is so proactive with what he's doing. He is making decisions in his opponent's turn, whether it is playing for the decodes, playing for whatever removal might come up. And because he knows the meta so well and knows what every card does, he is
I practiced it a
really, really well in tune with what the deck wants to do into every matchup. And that's where I think you get a lot of wins, especially in what is the toughest matchup in TB, knowing everything that they need to do, trying to limit their ability to get to that 8 names as well, and then going for the big explosive turn to try and OTK, because admittedly it is awful. It's an awful matchup.
Yeah.
And you would argue you probably shouldn't be winning some of those matchups, but because Alex knows how to be proactive.
Like I've got to
as
play
possible.
perfectly to then get into the situation that I can
Maybe
sack my way to win. Like I can sack the win. I've got to play perfectly first and then sack. We'll brush over these. They're searches. You know what those do.
Yeah.
I think 6 is the right number to open a rookie and a searcher as consistently as you can with mulligans. I think it's like 30% per game, so or per hand rather. So like that's good. I have no
We
issues
do,
with
we do math here. We don't just do vibes.
Use your calculators.
A question for you: how often did you find treadmill whiffed yesterday?
I didn't have it whiff yesterday. I had a few hands where, like, treadmill rule, like meat and something. Like, well, I've got one choice, or like Twelgu and something. It's not one choice, but most of the cards it hits anyway. I'll replace it with the red black one once that comes out because it hits Twelgu instead of Goku.
I actually it didn't whiff
it.
for me at all yesterday either. So,
Oh, good for you. But where did you place?
Not first.
Okay, let's talk about cards I didn't play.
Yes.
Shout outs to Jade for mostly working on like what our text could be.
For 2D, especially.
Because we did try a fair bit. We tried like the Chikurimon
Chikurimon,
floodgate, which
DDG
just
Evolve.
got killed by Shishimon.
Yeah,
like,
we rag on you, but you were a very helpful
Yeah,
part
so
in here. I'm
it
just like,
stops all your own assemblies.
bro was in the lab.
We tried the TS Kokua that 3 evos into just Scarjo, but it's a 3-cost evo here. and
Plus
so-
1k inheritable, so that if
But-
the Susan drops to -15, you can actually DNA into a 16k chaos, DDG Evolve the Susan, and stop them from swinging.
But they mostly just got 18k anyway.
Yeah.
We tried the on delete Digivolve inherits, but
The TS Greymon that deletes on
or the DM
on
Ramon.
deletion, DDG Evolve, or the DM
But they
Ramon
just tucked
inheritable.
a 6 or a Susanoo under the Susanoo and it didn't matter. So
Like, Amaterasu can bot deck those important cards that you need to tuck for
Yeah.
assembly anyway, because they can probably see through your plan after game 1 even, so it's just not amazing. And
nothing worked well enough to bother teching in
Yeah.
to make the matchup any
there,
better.
there wasn't
That's
these.
what we're going
Yeah.
for at the moment anyway. Like,
Yeah.
just do your thing better.
Yeah. There are no silver bullets for this.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it is just kind of
Make it work as consistently as possible.
be
learn,
better.
Learn the matchup, learn what they do, learn what their cards do, and how you can slow them down
Yeah.
as much as possible before you can get your OTK.
Yeah.
And I really think that's where Alex shines. He's such a knowledgeable player that he can read into the situations, and even if he doesn't know what they're doing, he's got a pretty good idea. Doesn't suspect a double.
Well, when you have
paladin
such a
burger.
diverse
Declan's sitting
group,
at me all the time. He's great.
when you have such a diverse group of players who can just like throw shit at the wall and just like let him figure it out.
So we didn't play the ME Wargrey.
Fraud.
It's fraud, yep.
Decode is nice, but
He's just worse Melga and worse Hyandro and he's worse than all 3 of these cards. In, like The niches that Wargrave fills is he's got Sec plus 1, which High Andrew covers but better because he also spawns a body to trigger guard and DNAs. He's worse Melga because Melga also assembles DNAs and decodes, and the way the board control this does is just the counter effect of Wargrave just doesn't exist. No one, if my opponent doesn't read that effect, then I'm winning the game anyway.
Yeah, it is the biggest telegraph play. Yeah.
You don't want to go into Chaosdramon early. You want to go into like a key thing. What I did very early in testing was, oh, my 6 are being deleted. Trigger Query, Chaosdramon. The more I played, the more I was like, no, actually keep these alive as long as possible. If you like with fragments, with evades, with guards, like, and then on your turn, swing. DNA Chaosdra is much stronger and more likely to win you the game. You only want to DNA into Chaosdra on your opponent's turn if you have to. If it would end your opponent's turn,
or the ace will die.
Yeah. So like you're not wanting to practically go into this anyway. So the Wargrave counter effect just doesn't exist.
No. We'll edit that out. We'll let it. Bye, John.
Hyandro does damage better. These two do decodes better because they've got their own protection. Wargrave doesn't have protection in Fragment or in Evade.
Yeah.
The removal effect is irrelevant because Metal Guru does it better. You're never going to taunt and kill something with Metal Greymon and then blast Evo into Wargrave because it also kills something on Evolve. So like, there's nothing. You're never going to trigger counter.
Or if you taunt something, Melgo usually stuns it as well. If you have that out. So many times I've taunted something that ended up being stunned anyway.
Yeah. So the Wargrave just doesn't do anything that these cards. Each card doesn't already do better. No Omni because what is the point of Omnimon?
It's not him.
This kills your opponent. Omnimon's only niche over Chaosdramon is that it can DP minus immune things and potentially kill them. The security check doesn't matter. This checks like 8 times. It can't assemble. It's got no protection, so you can't even use the Megadramon unsuspend fragment combo to decode and bajillion stuff. So it just doesn't do anything that Chaosdramon doesn't do better, except sometimes do a lingering DP minus on unaffected thing, but the Melga stuns those anyway, so it doesn't matter. So Omni doesn't do anything that Chaosdra isn't doing better, or that Melga isn't doing better.
Yeah. Alright, I think that's pretty much covered most of the deck, unless there's anything else you wanted to point out, otherwise we can...
Thing TB, I know...
Well, I'll go into matchups.
How did we go for matchups?
Matchups. We had Imperial round 1, which was a little bit scary, honestly, because I got Machinedramon out, so he couldn't source strip me. Then he stunned it, and I was like, oh, I don't have source protection anymore. He's got 2 Davis Kens. He could just kill me next turn, but
this is
classic Imperial problem. You've burnt through all your searches, and you're missing like pieces, so he didn't do that. So I got that. It's fine. I had 2 Glowing Dawns after, one off-stream, one on-stream. You can watch the on-stream one.
We'll put links to that in the description.
Glowing Dawn is a bit of a tricky one because they've got so many different ways of removing you. They've got the Digivolve, so you need Machinedramon. They've got bot deck, so you need guard, and the deletions, whatever. You've got a million deletion protections. They've got DP minus, which can also mess with you as well. So like, it's just a matter of keeping in mind what they've got. But also putting them in situations where they have to play as alternately. So like, if you put up Melgar, they do kind of have to go into the Monarch Blizzardmon to Digivolve it, otherwise they get stunned. So that means they don't have an unsuspend to try and kill you. And that's a lot of ways that Melga keeps you in the game. You put them in situations, even if you're not killing them, you put them in situations where you then get the rebuild and you're not dead. The Glowing Door match on stream as well, like, again, you got guard, you can play around the Atreides. I don't know what happened. Apparently, I forgot I had Empire in play though. I kept not protecting my character.
I had to double check.
Yeah. No, I went back and watched. I was like, what's he doing?
What's he doing?
I do sometimes make mistakes. I don't know why I didn't guard the Chaos One, but I was still decoding stuff out, so I still want it.
We talked about this earlier. If Chaos has decode, we'll sometimes think, oh, okay, I'll decode because it's going to leave the battle area and forget that we can protect. We're more focused on the fact of what happens.
But I did then also, like, I think immediately I decoded Chaos One, bot decked it, then the Atreides wanted to delete something, and I went, okay, guard with Belva, decode, do stuff out, evade, combo. So I knew it was there. I just
then remembered.
Had a brain fart. Anyway, but
look, you get on stream and suddenly you lose like 5 IQ points. Just
I actually really like me.
It's okay.
What's match as well?
How confident did you look at the camera?
this guy 9th place. I'm sorry, Alan. Round 4 was Jupiter. Another tricky one as well, because Jupiter itself is... You just got to make sure, again, like, you don't go into Chaos too early, so they don't, like, double minus 13 KU.
Yeah.
Because if you, like, they kill Melgar, you decode out 2 bodies and then DNA and have a good day. The hard part about that matchup is playing on the other 6s. So, like, the assortment of Olympus 12 techs that they're playing. Like, Diana can strip sources and then delete this, so they can't suspend, can't evade. Like, Minerva, DG Volts, and then goes wide. So, like, you've got to play around it like that. Again, guard is important. And then just try to get as wide as you can as well.
One more thing we didn't touch on earlier, if Melga does get DP negged so that it would die, you can decode then evade, then decode again.
Because it's being killed twice, essentially.
Same with Chaos, if you have like 10 sources and fragment.
If this gets DP minus and you've got like decode in the sources, it's so funny. You just like 8 dudes, it's great.
Fragment, decode.
No, wait, stop.
I drew into muskets. I think one of those games I didn't see a rookie, so and then game 3 was I slammed a Melga, stunned his board, he outed it. I slammed a Melga, I stunned his board, he outed it. I slammed a Melga, and went on like that for a while.
Much like a machine, perfect repetition.
It's fun as well. The fun thing you do, like I remember doing it in the matchup. Like Melga stripped everything but the egg on like a DLX or something, so I could then like go into a Chaos Draw, Digivolve and kill 2 other bodies.
Oh,
Galaxy really funny. So like these interact, they're best friends.
Yeah.
I won, and then okay, let's talk about TV.
Okay, yeah, that is a interesting match.
I reckon this deck has a really great, like a good or great matchup into everything except TB.
Susan is a funny
because
card.
Your entire win con is again sticking to the board.
Yep.
Decodes with the DNAs. Unfortunately, Susano just says minus 18k to everything, so I can't float, I can't DNA. I just die.
Nothing is living.
As soon as they hit 8 names in trash, the game.
Shout outs to Judge.
So, to play into TV,
here's the secret.
You have to, and I do this anyway in most matchups, Turbo Antramon.
Yep.
You then have to, and then if you can get into Melga, even better. Because the way they fill their trash up is predominantly with Analog Youth. Can't really stop that if they have more Analog Youth, whatever. Or executing in a turn. If you get Andro out, you can either counter into a 5 that then kills their stack before it gets to do anything, or Digivolve it even better, or into Machinedramon, Digivolve it as well. But if you can get into Melga, and their stack isn't already a level 5 or something, you stop them from trying to fill up their trash with those early swings, giving you time to try and build a second stack up in the back, either with, like, usually Toyagu and as many of these I can fill as possible.
Yep.
To then try and get into High Andro, and I'll be honest, you then kind of have to tie roll.
Yeah.
If High Andro hits like Machine or hits like a 5 and you've banked enough of these, or what I did against our friend Ed, who was playing TV in that round, he did hit me with a Susano, he wiped my board, but in the process he checked like a meat with the Susano. He gave me 6 memory with the, or maybe 5 memory with the Analog Youth, I think. But that gave me enough to, with this and this, climb into High Andro and lethal.
Yeah.
Again, I think High Andro hit Machinedramon, which, again, if High Andro hits this in any other matchup, great, you do an Evo into a 6 and you put this to 1. But you kind of need to hit Machinedramon to kill that.
So close.
But at the same time, also, you still have to play and hope that they just don't have
Do not begin play.
Do not begin play. So, you're playing to stun them, or prevent them from swinging with blockers. You can stop Shishimon with blocking. So you stop them from like checking security and evolving for free into like a 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're trying to stop them from swinging with their first stack. That stops their trash filling up. And then just look, literally every turn, count their trash, count the different names in trash. Make sure they don't have 8. Don't check the security if they've got less than 8 names in trash.
You need to say it 3 times.
Don't check the security until you're ready to go for lethal though, unless they've already got 8 names in trash, in which case you just kind of go try and hope they don't draw an Susano.
Just be good.
Just be good.
Yep.
And then be bad.
Look, and sometimes as well, you're playing two players who don't know that Susano was an auto win against me, so sometimes they may be taking it a bit slow, which is to your benefit. But yeah, Melga, Andro, Walker inherits top Digimon, main way to kill it. And then high Andro is really key to getting another TK out.
Yeah.
Also, Susan doesn't mean auto win necessarily.
No.
Like,
Again, Edge Susano me, but it gives you, unless they've banked like 6 analog use or whatever,
You're getting more memory.
they're going to give you like 6 memory, which is usually enough. Oh, a memory starving is important in that matchup as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a really bad matchup. I think this is good into everything else though. I only played into 2 TB and I won both of them though, so it's doable.
It is.
Just a reminder, Dragon Ball players, please make sure that your leader is out and ready to go, but you have not prepared and shuffled and drawn a hand yet. Just make sure your leader is on the table.
We're gonna have to get to throw it out. I'm just gonna pause at that point.
That's all good. Alright, I then played into Galactic, which was a draw.
Yep.
Galactic is scary. It's really grindy. You've got the tools to deal with it though. The scariest part of Galactic is Apocalypse. So they can evolve into that. Again, you can see it on my stream. I game 2, get milled out. He mills 21 cards, I think. It's like 10 in one turn. Sorry, 8 one. No, it was 18. It was 8 one turn, then 10 the next turn, which was not
Left
good.
on one, I was like,
Oh, I was counting my deck, being like, okay, I can live one more turn if I don't evolve anything. Galactic is scary. It's a really grindy matchup, but you've got Raid, you've got Alliance, you've got enough on suspense. You can get through the tower.
Yeah.
taking advantage of their mandatory delete on your board is what,
yes, that's
what you saw Alex did on stream, and also just how you progress.
As soon as he put that Galactic on board, I was like, okay, I'm going to Melga.
Yeah.
Because then, the main way to win that matchup is to take advantage of the fact that, yes, they have, if they end a turn, go into the BT21 Galactic, they have to Ragnarok Cannon, so you can put like a 3 out, then start of their main, they have to delete one of the other boys. If you've got this out, or you've got this out, you can fragment, decode, evade, etc., widen your board, and then DNA. That's the only one where I will go into Chaos Strike, because then you clear the Galactic stack.
Yeah.
Sometimes as well, you just gotta let them put you just gotta let them put you to one security. It's fine.
That's just good game management.
Yeah. Then Top Cut, Galactic, same person that played.
Alrighty, Dragon
Okay,
Ball
hold on a sec.
players.
We're gonna...
Went faster, blocked stuff. And then the finals was in Galactic. You can watch that on stream.
Commentated by this man.
Which actually I need to go back and watch actually.
It was a pleasure to watch you do so well with this. I got to commentate both your games on stream today. Well, yesterday.
I need to go back and watch them.
Yeah, it was. You did very well. You're
Thank
very
you.
composed on stream, which not
I actually
everyone
really
was.
like being on stream. Most people, like Ed got pulled up for stream. Was like, I don't want to do that. But like, I was like, everyone's watching me.
Honestly, I love it. It is like it's good vibes.
Very entertaining set of 3 games as well for that match.
Ed doesn't want to know people. He just can't get it. What a fucking loser.
Oh god.
Cool. That's about it, I think.
Look, I mean, we've only got 10 minutes, so any other closing? Any other closing thoughts or?
Shout outs to my boys as always.
Yep.
Jay for helping me build and test the deck and stuff. Everyone else at Chance within the MPG group.
I played One Piece in the puzzle.
Right, shout outs to everyone except Alan. Shout outs to my wife and my soon-to-be-born child.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. It's my last regional until I have a baby, so like that's good. I did well at that.
Someone else will have a chance to win.
Thank
Your
you,
turn.
buddy.
Pressure's on.
It's your turn.
Alright.
The protege.
Protege.
Alright, we'll put it a wrap here for the NB. Fuck.